Hello. This is Dio with Neglected Starters. I figured I'd show some of you guys some basic tips that I've learned that have helped me survive, particularly with this new single player mode. The things I do are a little cowardly, but they work generally, unless we get like a super aggressive ghost, which I might. All of my goals to show you what I do might get ruined if something crazy happens and we meet a particularly aggressive ghost. But nevertheless, we'll go over some basic stuff. A lot of changes since all of these new updates came out, which is awesome. Big thing is new ghosts, 2 new levels, and a new difficulty setting in nightmare mode. Worth checking out. Even professional mode, though, has been bumped up even more, so expect some new challenges. You might find yourself going to intermediate if you're used to old professional mode. It's definitely changed, and intermediate feels a little bit more like what professional used to be. So if you haven't played for a couple months, or if you haven't played at all this year, you might want to jump back to intermediate at least, if not amateur, just so you can get your feet wet. But we're just going to start with Willow Street. I'm going to show you some stuff, maybe go over a few things with the updates, but primarily my focus is just showing you how I survive.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. And remember to check the whiteboard for help.
Okay, so Susan Jackson.
Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Alright, capture photo gets salt. So I hate 2 of those objectives, but the salt one should be easy. We'll see. Just by the way, the reason I brought the head cam, so I've been told, or I watched a video, I've been told, I watched a video that explained that the head cam has a very subtle light on it. So during hunts, it's imperative that you turn off all electronics on you, because it actually makes you basically like a beacon for being found for the ghost. So you need to turn off your light. You need to make sure that if you have an electronic equipped, that it's turned off. But the head cam gives you just a little bit of light. Oh, also important to note, in professional and above, doors will sometimes just be open. That is no longer a source of information when it comes to figuring out what the ghost is. Also, sound sensors are a lot better now. I'm going to show you how I use them. Especially in a small level like this, sound sensors are really useful. It'll be really easy with the sound sensors to kind of gauge where the ghost is, or it should be, especially in Willow Street. I'm going to put sound sensor probably like right there, and then I'll put one in the basement so that we have like most of the area. A little sound in the living room though, so that's fun. So as far as survival goes, it's really useful, especially during the setup period, to turn on all the lights. I know a lot of people A lot of streamers leave the lights off, but I think that's primarily just for the scare factor. It's not actually very useful. Sound like it turned off one of the lights. But yeah, very useful to keep the lights on. It basically just helps you keep your sanity up, so you really should only turn off lights and be in unlit areas if you have to. Or if, well, I guess it's still if you have to, but like certain ghosts do just do better with electronics and power on, like the Jinn and the Raichu, which is a new ghost. So in those times, turning on the power is bad, but in general, almost always it's good to have the power on. Okay. You might not like that I'm talking, might be okay. So a couple tips so far. Turn on lights where you're going to go. Don't turn on too many lights just because it could short the breaker, which would just kind of, you know, ruin the point. How are we doing on sanity? That was a pretty intense little scare. Something might be in the living room. Might move that sound sensor down a little bit because it seems like it's... I'll get a little salty and figure it out, but... Maybe another... The sensors are really useful now, just by the way. They're a little better at, like, early level, kind of figuring out where it is. Getting more of a vague idea. So, we heard a voice back here. I'll put one down there. Put one here. The Ouija board has been changed. Another important little tip. Since the update, they reversed how the sanity is lost. So basically, when you try to talk to the ghost, if it doesn't answer, it takes less sanity, whereas if it does answer, it takes more sanity. Unless it's a demon, in which case they've changed it so that now if it does respond, it won't take as much sanity. To kind of, they change it to reflect the changes that they made all around to the Ouija board, which is cool. I think it makes a lot more sense this way. Actually, yeah. Probably have to. I'm definitely gonna have to take some sanity pills after this, because it's gonna probably do something crazy. Alright. Also really useful to have the EMF reader right next to the Ouija board. Ooh, cold breath. Okay. I don't need to do the Ouija board at this point. It's in the living room. Yeah, there's no point in using the Ouija board. It's told me where it is. But if you're gonna use the Ouija board, it's really useful to keep in mind that the changes they've made to the Ouija board, as well as, I was going to say the EMF reader is really good to have nearby, because sometimes it will let you see if it's a level 5. Turn off the power. That's rude. So aggressive when it's like following you around the house. Where are you? Are you friendly? Jeez. This ghost is... It could very well be a demon, honestly. Like, it's just so aggressive already. It just seems like it's stalking me. Not really the kind of ghost I wanted to get while I was trying to go over, like, general stuff, but, you know. More salt. It might be in the foyer, it might just straight up be in the living room, but, I mean, the cold breath definitely suggests that it's, like, it's definitely in that area. Should also check for thingies. I'll have to grab cell in my next. Oh, okay. All right. That really worked out. I was hoping that was going to be a smart idea, and it was. I feel real good about that. It is probably a demon. God damn it. You know, that figures. I was just trying to be cute, do like a cute little introduction video. I get demons a lot. That's my life. Sandy's really nice right now, so. Honestly, I could just use the Ouija board and figure this out really quickly. Let's do that. What's your favorite room? What's your favorite room? What's your favorite room? Yeah, okay. Living room. So let's go check my sanity. Oh yeah, okay, it did hurt my sanity, so it's not a demon. Small comforts. Jinn or Haunt 2. I mean, it's been really active, so it's probably a Jinn. Like, I'm pretty confident at this point that it's a Jinn, because that's what's left. Haunt 2 just wouldn't... It's been too active for how warm I've been keeping that room. You know, I've kept that light on during, like, most of this, so... EMF level 5. Still haven't got it to... Oh, it did walk through salt. Okay, cool. Must have done that just as I was leaving. Alright. So, more cowardly tips. especially since it's like in the living room. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 2 smudge sticks just like right here. Turn that off. I don't need it to think I asked it a question at any point by accident. I'm a lot less nervous now that I know it's not a demon. At least I'm pretty sure. I'll have to check again on the video when I go through it, because I'm pretty sure my sanity was... Ooh, footprint all the way back here. That means I need to move. Okay, that's good. Great time to have 2 EMF readers. I'm just going to leave one on each footprint area. And then it's a hot tube. What does it need? It needs ghost orbs. So yeah, I guess we could, I'll just leave the slider in there. It's really good to just kind of stockpile in front of the door. But if you're not going to go like all out with all of the items, at the very least, put the camera down already. I did. Okay. Might put another camera just looking at the door going into the kitchen. What was I saying? I don't know. I forget. Oh yeah, stockpiling. So if you're not going to go like all out and bring like everything, which is fair because that's a process, at the very least putting smudge sticks at the door is really useful, especially if you get in a house where there are certain regions that you can like get cut off if the ghost is at certain points. Like say if the ghost was in the kitchen and I walked in the door, it'd be terrible to, like if it started hunting at that moment, because then I'd just be trapped. There'd be nothing I could do. It's good to have the smudge sticks, like you can at least like grab them if you need it. While we're here. It's still cold in here, but it's throwing a lot of stuff in, like, I think the kitchen area. I'm still pretty sure it's still in the living room. Yeah. It's just giving me confusing signals. Another camera. We can basically just drop this at the door. We don't even have to take any risks. Just leave that there too. Should probably turn off the light because ghost sprinkles, but it actually made ghost sprinkles a little bit more easy to find. I appreciate. Pretty sure it's not a demon. I guess we could throw some books in there though, just in the small chance that I'm just, crazy and I forgot that my sanity was actually kind of lowish. But I don't think it was. I think it was pretty high. Oh, okay. It is a demon. Wow. Well, hell. Okay. Then I guess I am crazy, and, yeah. Yeah, we were just in a house with a demon by ourselves. That's nice. That's cute. Pretty nice demon, though. No hunts. It could have hunted. Like, while I was in there just a moment ago, it could have definitely hunted. So there you go. I had, like, the nicest demon you've ever met. I think we are set. Alright, I'm gonna take some sanity pills, be a little stupid, but it's fine. I know what it is, and it's not gonna... my sanity should be fine at this point. So I'm just gonna show you some things real quickly. Hopefully. So hiding spots are changed. Sometimes stuff will be in the way, and you can't just hide in your normal places. It's a good idea to... like, I could hide behind there, but still be kind of... personally, I find that hiding behind, like, back here is nice, because it's a good circular area, so I could, like, play chicken with the ghost and survive a little bit longer if I need to. But yeah, a lot of your normal hiding spots will have stuff in it, so it's a good idea to scope that out when you can. Pretty sure we saw this back here, but I'll show you again. This area is often closed off from what I've seen at Willow Street. So, yeah, it's good to at least brainstorm early on where you're gonna hide if you end up needing to hide. But yeah, there you go. I'm not gonna put any more extra work in this. I'm certainly not gonna worry about taking a picture of that book. I don't need that money as much as I need to survive. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. We survived a demon by ourselves.
Welcome
Quaint
back.
as
I've prepared some
fuck.
jobs for you.
Alright, have a good one. Thank you for watching me try to explain things and eventually get hunted by, well, not hunted, horribly followed and stalked by a surprisingly friendly demon. I hope you guys enjoy the new updated content.